This is Adam Vincent for the final week of MUX. Um, as you can see, my project is coming on along. Per your request, Megan, I did add some icons there to the buttons, to all my buttons. I have a little arrow button, kind of helps you move forward through the ranks here. Um, fix that up. Of course, it's a prototype. It's not a finished app, but it's coming along quite well. Once I'm able to add in some more of the information, it's a lot of static information with this one. This is a project that I'm actually going to continue to work on and try to sell in the future. So what went well was really just the whole idea of the app. It was something that was kind of near and dear to my heart, being that I was riding the bus for some time, and it was really kind of a pain in the rear to surf their little website, the full view website, which is kind of hard to do on the mobile phone, then having to download the PDFs and zoom in to find my correct times, when if it was laid out like this, it would have been much easier. Like I said, the ideas and the design really came to me pretty quick. It was just trying to get everything laid out correctly, get the tables done. What didn't go so well the first week was actually getting that table to fit correctly in my screen, that timetable. But I got it working well. Had a couple little syntax errors, as you saw last week, with the little footer code flashing at the top when every time it changed page. Found that and fixed that. So basically, the parts of my application that are best served as a native. It works well as a native app. This is actually a web view, as you can see from my code. It's a very simple layout. This is how I pulled it into Objective-C world, because this is actually written in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I want this to be a cross-platform app. Because with my testing, I saw most people weren't using iPhones on the bus. They were using Androids or Blackberries, and guess what? My app works on all of those devices as well. Being that I work for Apple, it's kind of one of those things that is weird for me. I will not be able to, as long as I am working for Apple in the Apple Store, I will not be able to actually put mobile apps out onto the App Store. So I'm actually trying to train my brain to go into the web design, more into web format. Reason being is because it's cross-platform. You can go to different devices. With the advances with PhoneGap, being able to use the native features of the devices, it really makes programming for either a web app or a native app so much easier. Because you only have to design it once for different devices. You don't have to design one just for iOS, one just for Android, one just for Windows. It's all a consistent design, and that's what I really like about this, the way that I did this one. That's really the reason why I wrote it the way that I wrote it. Being able to pull this into Objective-C to make a native app was really easy using the web form. You can make this a native app, get it downloaded from the App Store if that's what you want to do, but it's pulling in from the server. That makes updates instant. That makes, very easy. You don't have to submit updates to Apple or to Google Play or anything like that. It's instant. You change it on the server, and it's immediately on the native app. The only downside of that is going to be if there's no internet connection, which that sounds like a personal problem on the user's end if they are not getting internet on their smartphone. Sounds like a bill needs to be paid. But anyway, as far as my branding, I've really kind of kept branding throughout the whole thing. I've got my little bus pictures. I've got my little Leetran thing with the phone number in the corner, my Leetran header, and then for each of my sections, you got your route numbers, and everything stays the same kind of color scheme and that kind of thing. So it, really kind of fits well with the company branding. And basically, and pretty much I'm just going over these questions. The last question, how satisfied I am with my experience and performance in this class. I really liked having to go out and test this with people. It was an interesting experience, being able to let people see my work and you know, get their reactions from it. It was a really cool thing. Everybody liked this app. The people that I tested on, these were real bus riders, real people, you know, that kind of thing. So it was a great experience. And my performance, as far as, you know, my development's coming along more than I can ever ask, and I'm grateful for the education that I'm getting. So you know, that's pretty much it for me for the month. I'm actually coming at you from Orlando. Won't be able to visit the campus like I was wanting to. My son has a pretty important doctor's appointment, so that's why we're here, and I'm trying to get this done early. So but anyway, have a great week. Thank you very much.